I didn't always have a reason for doing what I did. Being an American in the Italian army didn't make any sense to most people. I didn't expect anyone to understand. Why had I done it? Because I was in Italy, and I spoke Italian. The war didn't matter to me like it did to some. There were those who valued glory, honor, and courage. I didn't care about those things. I was satisfied with good wine, good company, good sleep, and of course, good cheese. The war was going on for too long, but it wouldn't always go on. Somewhere, someone would crack. It wouldn't be me. It wouldn't be my men. It wouldn't be my best friend Rinaldi. It wouldn't be the priest or the other men picked at the mess. And it certainly wouldn't be Catherine Barclay. They told me once that I should go on leave. They told me I should go to Rome, to Naples, to Sicily, Amalfi, Palermo, Capri, and Abruzzi. I didn't care. All I could ever seem to say was, all right.
Let's get something to eat at the mess hall.
All right.
You know, the wine here is very good. It keeps me sane in this crazy war.
I'm not so sure you are.
Hey, don't make me sad.
Is that also why you make fun of the priest?
To keep me sane, perhaps. You know, I am an atheist, and he brings only false hope. Priest has a girlfriend.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Oh, he's good. He's good. Priest wants Austrians to win the war. He never wants us to fight enemies.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Oh, he's good. He's good. He's good humor.
Leave him alone. It's all right.
You know, every man I know is an atheist. I am an atheist. Every smart man is an atheist. I need more wine. Wait, give me more wine. One more, fill it up. Oh my, not that much. Alrighty then.
I apologize,
we
sir.
gotta go. We go now. I need to clean.
Young Kevin, why did you not go see my family in Abruzzi on your leave? I told my father you were coming.
I wanted to, but I didn't. We don't do the things we want to do. We never do such things. I can't explain it.
Federico, baby, I need to talk to you about something. I've fallen in love with an English girl. Her name is Miss Barclay. I think I will marry her. I must take you to meet her.
No.
Please, baby, come. You must come with me to meet her.
All right.
How do you do, Mr. Henry?
All right.
What an odd thing to be in the Italian army.
It's only the ambulance.
It's very odd, though. Why do you do it?
I don't know. There isn't always an explanation for everything.
Oh, I was brought up to think there was.
That's nice.
Do we have to go on talking like this?
No.
Well, that's a blessed relief now, isn't it?
Why do you have a stick?
It belonged to my dead fiancé. He was blown up last year.
All right. You have beautiful hair.
Do you like it?
Very much.
You know, I was going to chop it all off after my fiancé died.
Oh no.
I just wanted to do something for him, you know. I should have married him. But he was killed, and that was the end of it.
I don't know.
Do you suppose the war will always go on?
No.
What's to stop it?
It will crack somewhere.
We'll crack. Anyone may crack.
They won't crack. The Germans may crack.
No, I think not.
Let's drop the war.
It's very hard. There's no place to drop it. Oh dear, I'm dreadfully sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I did hurt you, didn't I?
You did exactly right. I don't mind it all. At least we got off the war.
You are sweet. You know, we're going to have a strange life.
Tenente,
Tenente, we are hungry. Yeah, go get us some food. Get off your lazy American bum and get us some food, Tenente.
Hurry up, Tenente. All Americans are slow.
I brought some cheese for our dinner.
Oh, that sounds pretty good. Wait, cheese?
I want pasta.
Yeah, I want some spaghetti.
Maybe mac and cheese.
Well, anything's fine, I guess, at this point. Just get the war.
And
Here we
wine.
go.
Captain, what are you doing?
I'm cutting the cheese.
Funny, Tenente.
Those Americans, they walk right into them. You left that right open for us. Oh, these Americans so heavy.
Eat too much pasta.
Oh, goodness gracious. How are you, Tenente?
Yes, Tenente.
What happened?
Your leg, it's got blown up.
And it got cheese melted on it. It's
There
quite
were
dirty.
two others with me. Where are they?
Well, one of them's right there. And the other
Hello,
one,
Tenente.
the other one, he died. He got blown up.
Yes.
All
How
right.
are you, Tenente?
Well, my leg hurts.
That's a given. Get you to a hospital, Tenente.
There are others more wounded than I.
Oh, don't be a hero. Come on, let's go. And get this on.
Leave the cheese behind, Tenente.
Oh!
Ah, you monsters.
Yeah, sorry about that. Get it. Oh! Sorry, you're a bit heavy. Alright then.
Monsters.
Tenente, you have to lay off the food.
Sweating you. It's like winter and everything.
Yes.
Just
Shit.
take me in.
Working?
Okay,
No,
this...
are you helping out, Tenente?
How are you, baby? How do you feel? I bring you this. And I have good news. You'll be decorated. If you can prove you did any heroic act, you will win the silver medal. Otherwise, it will be bronze. Bronze. Tell me exactly what happened.
No. I was blown up while eating cheese.
No, you must have done something heroic. Didn't you refuse to be medically aided before the others?
Not firmly.
That doesn't matter. Look how you're wounded. Maybe they'll give you an English medal too.
Have you seen Miss Barkley?
I'll bring her here later. You're better with her without me. You are purer and sweeter.
Shut up.
I wish you were back. No one to make fun of. No one to lend me money. No blood brother and roommate. Why'd you get yourself wounded?
You're crazy.
We won't quarrel, baby. I love you too much. We're war brothers. I'll bring your English girl later. Goodbye, baby.
Hello, I'm Miss Gage. I'm one of your nurses. We're short-staffed at the moment, but one of the nurses will be coming to visit you shortly. What was that I saw you with earlier?
Okay. All right.
Let me fluff your pillow.
All right.
I'll get you some breakfast and some water.
Do you know when more nurses are coming?
Why? Do I not take care of you?
You're very nice. I just wondered.
Good morning. Let me just fluff your pillow here. I came in to visit you earlier last night, and I found this under your pillow.
I'd have thought you wouldn't let me have it.
I would have had some with you.
You're a fine girl.
Why, thank you. By the way, your friend Miss Barkley is here.
Really?
Yeah, I really don't like her.
You will like her. She is awfully nice.
Hello, darling.
Aren't you wonderful for coming?
It wasn't hard to come. It may be hard to stay.
You've got to stay. Come play cards with me.
We must not. You're not well enough.
Yes, I am. Please, Catherine.
How do you do?
All right, Father.
I can only stay a minute. I brought you some wine and some English papers.
It will be a happiness to read them. What's the matter, Father? You seem very tired.
I'm tired, but I have no right to be.
You have the war discussed.
No, but I hate the war.
I don't enjoy it.
You do not mind it. You do not see it. Even wounded, you do not see it. There are people who would make war. There are other people who would not make war.
But the first ones make them do it.
Yes,
And the ones who do not make war, can they stop it?
I don't know.
What will you do after the war?
If it is possible, then I will return to Bruzzi.
You ought to go there. You'll get respect there. You don't get enough respect here.
It does not matter so much to me. But there in my country, it is understood that a man may love God. It is not a dirty joke.
I understand.
You understand, but you do not love God.
No,
You do not love him at all?
I'm afraid of him in the night sometimes.
You should love him.
I don't love much.
Yes, you do. When you love, you wish to do some things for someone. You wish to sacrifice for them. You wish to serve them.
I don't love.
You will. I know you will. Then you will be happy. Arrivederci.
All right.
Senor Tenente, we've been told to transfer you to a new hospital in Milan.
The doctor there will attend to your leg and give you surgery, and then I hear your English girl will be coming along, you lucky dog.
Andiamo.
Having issues there, Tenente.
Shut up.
Well, let's get on with it then. Oh, no, there it
You monsters.
is! Sorry,
We're
Tenente.
sorry.
Oh, look at this. Look, we do this. You get in the chair.
But why now?
Well, help yourself up. We have to do everything for this man. And then we'll do the papers.
Okay, you get his other arm.
Okay, Tenente. You lazy bum. Alright, here we go. Oh, you're so heavy. Alright, let's go.
You monsters.
Yeah, because you're on the floor, Tenente.
Yes, Tenente, we are doing all the work here. You push yourself, you lazy bum.
You drink your wine, and you get
monsters.
comfortably pushed everywhere, Tenente.
You
Oh, the poor baby. He's so heavy, he needs to go and die. Is he even doing anything in the war?
No, I don't think he is.
Lazy bum. This is how he got injured.
Welcome to Milan, you fat bum.
You can get yourself up, right, Tenente? Oh, you know we love you. We just give you our time. It's the war. It drives us crazy.
Oh, let us clear this for you.
Yes, get the hell
Somebody
out.
left his.
You monsters.
Oh, we sorry, Tenente. We're just very tired.
Yeah.
This war has been so draining on us. We have to carry people everywhere. Bad wine, huh? We're in Milan. Why don't you get more wine? Get better wine.
It's
Yes,
all right.
that's what we say. Yes. Ah, well, it's always all right with you. That's all you ever say. Goodbye, Tenente. Have a nice day. What a lazy bum, am I right?
Yes.
You have to do everything for him.
Hey, how do you like your new room?
It's all right.
Well, there's good news. The doctor will be here this afternoon.
Oh, my leg.
Ken, you have a buddy in the other cot. Well, I'm glad you find this room accommodating.
Gage, what are you doing? Never mind. Hello, Mr. Henry. Well, that's been at me. Well, oh dear. Yes, just as I expected. Right. Okay, if you feel this, kick out. Oh, not good at all, my man. Alright, well, we won't be able to operate for at least 6 months, so I'm very sorry about that.
I can't wait 6 months to be operated on. Can you get another surgeon to come and see it?
Always the divas on this one. Well, alright, I'll get another opinion for you. Tally-ho.
See you, Doc.
You're in trouble, Miss Gage. Don't let me forget it.
And that's why octopuses have 8 tentacles.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, Valentini's coming.
Ciao,
See ya.
ciao, Gage, ciao. Hello, Mr. Henry. Well, this horrible thing, how you do this to yourself? Oh, this war is crazy, it will kill us all. Well, yes, I'm sorry, but the best we can do is tomorrow morning operation. There's nothing I can do about it.
Alright. See you tomorrow morning.
See you. Hey, by the way, who is that lovely British girl over there? Catherine Barkley, I believe. Can I take her out to dinner? I won't take her away from you, don't worry. Well, you're not a few words, I can see that. Ciao, bella. Gage?
I couldn't but help notice your mustache.
Oh, do you like it?
It's very thick.
Thanks,
And
Gage.
luscious.
Tenente.
Again.
Time to leave.
Well, I'm not gonna move myself, am I?
Ah, the lazy bum.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Tenente.
You monsters.
I'll hold your wine.
No,
Okay.
no.
So the doctor tells me you two are drinking buddies now, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice, very nice.
Although I don't think he likes me anymore.
These Americans, such heavy drinkers.
You
Such
monsters.
fickle foes of friends.
When in Manan, do as the Mananians do, no?
How are you, Sleeping Beauty?
Alright.
So it took 2.5 hours, and you should be much more mobile by summer.
Alright.
Well, I gotta go before the doc catches me again. Anything else I could get you?
I need a haircut.
I'm a little bit tipsy, so you probably don't want anything sharp that I'm holding near your face.
Alright.
Oh, look at a barber.
Them.
This is Barber John. You sit.
I cut your hair. You see it now.
Alright.
More quickly.
Good job on your leg.
What's the matter with you? Don't you talk? Tell me something about the war.
It is time of war. We do not talk. Enemy ears are everywhere. Look straight ahead. You scissors? They are sharp.
Okay, what's the matter with you?
I am an Italian. I do not communicate with the enemy. Please look forward. Okay, we are finished.
Sir? Sir, here you are?
I do not take your money. I'm an Italian patriot.
Get out of here.
So that was interesting. Your haircut, I mean.
Is that barber crazy?
Yeah. Crazy Barber John might have been confused when I was trying to communicate with him. He thought you were an Austrian, not an American.
Wait, why didn't you tell him before when he was holding a pair of scissors next to my face?
Because it was hilarious.
wine? Wine.
Yes.
Yes.
Just get out.
Hello, darling. How is your leg? Does it hurt terribly?
No, it's fine.
Or perhaps we can go on holiday. Where would you like to go? I'll go anywhere.
All right.
Your haircut looks lovely, by the way.
Thank you. I almost got killed when I got it.
Well, that's a bit strange. I saw the barber when he was leaving, and he looked as if you were the one who almost killed him.
I would have, but I wasn't the one with the scissors.
Have you ever considered growing a beard? I think a beard would look very attractive on you.
All right. Do you want to play cards?
No, no, dear darling. I have to go and pack for our trip. You know, I'll go anywhere you want. Think about where you'd like to go.
All right.
I'll see you later, darling.
God knows I didn't want to fall in love with her. But God knows I have.
I must ask you, do you have any twos?
Go fish.
I thought you loved me.
Yes.
That's nice. No, darling, I must admit, I was a bit crazy when I met you. I'm not crazy now, I absolutely swear it, but I was a bit then.
I know.
You do love me though, don't you?
Yes.
You'll be good to me, won't you?
Yes.
And you'll never leave me.
No, stop asking that.
You are sweet. We're going to have a very strange life together. You know, it's going to be very strange. I've probably said it before, but our life, it's going to be very strange together.
It's fine.
Must be careful. They can't know about us.
Why not?
Well, they'll send me away, darling. Won't they? They'll send me back. They won't let us be together. I told you before, it would be hard to stay.
We'll be careful.
You're a good boy, darling. You're very sweet. You're so good to me.
Do you have any fours?
Go fish, darling.
I'll have to go back to the front pretty soon.
We won't think about that until you go. You see, I'm happy, darling, and we have a lovely time. I haven't been happy for a long time. And when I met you, perhaps I was crazy. Perhaps I nearly was. But now, do let's please just be happy.
It's raining hard.
And you'll always love me, won't you?
Yes.
And the rain, it won't make any difference.
No.
That's good, because I'm afraid of the rain.
I love you always.
I'll love you in the rain, and in the snow, and in the hail, and what else is there?
I don't know.
Well, darling, I'll love you no matter how it is. I'm not afraid of the rain when I'm with you.
What's the matter, Catherine?
Nothing. Nothing's the matter.
Yes, there is. You can tell me.
I don't want to. I'm afraid I'll make you unhappy or worry you.
It won't if it doesn't worry you. Tell me.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Would you grow a beard? I thought you were going to grow a beard for me.
I am.
Oh, all right. I don't mean to rush you, darling.
That wasn't what was wrong, was it?
Perhaps not.
What was I?
I'm going to have a baby, darling. It's 3 months along now. You're not worried, are you? Please don't be worried. You mustn't worry.
All right. Are you sure you're only 3 months pregnant?
Sorry, darling, but I think you did deserve that, didn't you?
You did exactly right.
I did, didn't I?
You're a fine girl.
Goodbye, darling. And don't you worry about me.
I will.
Don't, you mustn't. That's exactly what you mustn't do.
All right.
We'll be together again before you know it. And the baby will be here, and we'll be a family, and it will all be lovely.
You're wonderful, you know that.
Goodbye.
Well, Freddie, you came back. It's a crime to send you back in your condition. You poor baby. Tell me everything.
There's nothing to tell.
What's the matter with you? You act so innocent.
Nothing. What's the matter with you?
The war is killing me. I'm very depressed by it.
Oh.
All summer and fall I've operated. I work all the time. I do everybody's work. But all the hard ones they leave to me. I don't think anymore. I never think. I just operate. This is a terrible war, baby. You must believe me when I say it.
Let's have a beverage.
So, are you married?
Not yet.
Are you in love?
Yes.
With that English girl?
Yes.
Poor baby. Is she good to you?
Of course.
I'm jealous, maybe. I'm only happy now when I'm working.
You'll get over that. You'll find other things to make you happy.
No, we never get new things. We are born with all we have, and we never learn. We never get anything new. We start complete.
You're so proud of your defects.
We'll stop, baby. I'm tired of thinking so much.
All right.
Maybe I will get an English girl, too. As a matter of fact, I knew your girl first. She was just a little tall for me.
Hello, Tenente. Tenente, the division has ordered a retreat.
What about the wounded? How are they evacuated?
They are not. They take as many as they can, but they leave the rest.
What will I take in the cars?
Hospital equipment.
All right. You two, cut some brush to put on the tires so we can push the car better.
You cannot order us. You are not our officer.
We're going to get left behind. We have to go on.
I order you to cut brush. Halt. I order you to halt.
Bonello, he left. He'd rather leave than get shot by the Germans who have been around here.
Those weren't Germans, those are Italians. They're getting nervous, so they shoot anyone in sight. Take cover.
Imo's been shot! Dead.
Wait, they're firing again. Take cover. The firing stopped. I guess I'm on my own now.
Fergie, you are such a delight. Oh my goodness.
Brady. It's you.
Hello.
You're a fine mess. What are you doing here? You're in a fine mess, aren't you?
Cheer up, Fergie. Cheer up just a little.
I'm not cheered by seeing you. I know the mess you've gotten this girl into. You are no cheerful sight to me.
No one got me in a mess, Fergie. I get in my own messes.
No.
You've got nothing to laugh about. Plenty of them have other wives, Catherine. I suppose you'll go off with him now, won't you?
Yes, if you want me to. Are you afraid to stay here alone?
And yes, I am.
Then I'll stay with you.
No, go with him. You know, go with him right away. I'm sick of seeing both of you.
Can I speak to you, Tenente? It's very important. They're going to arrest you in the morning. They think you deserted the army. I heard them talking in a cafe.
What do you think I should do?
I have a boat you can row across the lake to Switzerland tonight. You must leave right now with your lady.
All right.
What is it?
Bowman says that he'll arrest me in the morning.
Is the bombing crazy?
No.
Well then, you better pack up. Let's go. Let's get to move on.
Stay back, Catherine. It looks like there's trouble ahead.
Halt! What is your nationality?
American.
Do you have your passport?
Seems very suspicious.
It's quite the passport.
I have not seen one that big in a very long time.
Me neither.
Seems
So-
suspicious. So why do you enter Switzerland this way? On a boat.
I like rowing boats.
Why do you come here?
For the winter sports.
What are you doing in Italy?
Studying architecture.
Leave there.
You want to do the winter sport, but you cannot study when there's war going on.
Well, everything appears to be in order. You may go. And report to the police once you get where you're going.
Montreux is a very nice place. I think you will like that place.
Here at Lorcano, it is a very nice place. I'm sure you would like it here very much. Lorcano. Lorcano is a very attractive place.
You would like somewhere we can do the winter sport.
No winter sport at Montreux.
I beg your pardon. I came from Montreux. There's very certainly a winter sport in Montreux. It would be false of you to deny that.
I question that. I question that statement.
I hold you to that statement.
I question that statement. I have myself have luged into many streets of Montreux, and I have done it once or twice, but several times. Luging is certainly a winter sport.
Gentleman has not even heard of luging.
Idiot.
I tell you, you would be very comfortable here in Locarno. You would find the climate healthy, and you would find the environs attractive. You would very much like it.
And has shown a wish to go to Montreux.
What is luging?
Idiot. Luging is tobogganing.
I beg to differ. I must differ again. The toboggan is very different from the luge. Accuracy means nothing.
Oh, please! If you don't have accuracy, you'll run off the road!
People die in the luge.
They die in the tobogganing!
No, they don't.
Yes, they do!
Toboggans are for children.
It appears to be getting a bit rainy. Do let's open the umbrella.
All right.
What a lovely country this is.
Grand one indeed.
You know, the rain here, it seems cheerful. Do let's go get some breakfast.
All right.
Hello. Hello, what can I get you? I'll have a 32-ounce steak, a medium pizza, a baked potato, let's see, what else would you recommend? Oh, I'll have a salad, a diet steak. Steak? Yes, yes, another steak. And I would like lobster. Okay, I'll go with some of that. And, oh, what the heck, I'll have some sauerkraut as well. And, oh, what would you like, darling?
Mac and cheese, maybe.
Order some of that for me, please. Do that.
See the menu. I'll just have a water.
But we have an extensive amount of food, like ham and cheese sandwiches, roast beef or pork, you know, lots of meat, hamburgers, quiche.
All right.
Give me a hamburger. I'm eating for two.
Just want water.
All right then.
So I want to look fabulous, and I need a new look, so do whatever you will.
I think curls.
Sounds lovely. It's a lovely country you have here.
Good. Glad you enjoyed it.
I had such a scrumptious meal earlier.
Did you?
I had basically everything on the menu. I'm eating for two. My husband doesn't understand at all. You know
Well,
how
congratulations.
Oh, thank you. It was a bit of a shock. I mean, what?
What? What do you mean a shock?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry
Sure.
about it.
Well, I'm sure you look fabulous after this.
Oh, thank you. I do hope so.
Going to surprise your husband?
Definitely. You know, I once had a fiance and he died. I was about to do something with my hair then, but I never did it, and I don't quite know why. But this is the start of a new life, so I suppose I might as well look fabulous.
I'm
Entering
sorry,
this
sorry
new-
to hear about your fiance.
Oh, thank you. He gave me his stick, you know.
Did he? Well, now you have your new husband, though.
Yes, it's true. This war is very awful.
I
do
know.
hope someone has to crack eventually.
I'm sure.
My dead fiance, he was blown up at the Somme.
Yeah.
It's dreadfully sad. But you know, life goes on. Just get a new one, that's what they say.
Easily replaceable.
Oh yes, you know, the male species. No, I do love him so. He's very good to me.
Good.
Our life is very strange together though.
Yeah.
It's a very strange life.
Like what?
Well, you see, I was a nurse, and then we had to hide it. We couldn't let them know that we were together, otherwise they would have sent me away. And, you know, as a soldier, he's always getting injured. And I don't know
course
why
he
he
is.
does that. He keeps doing it. It's very inconvenient. And, you know, now that we came to Italy together, and, well, then we had to leave, you see, because they thought he had deserted the army. So then, oh, were we done?
Well, now you have to let them sit for a little
Oh,
while.
all right.
For them to cool down.
It is very warm against my face. It's a bit uncomfortable. You know, I'm already sweating because, you know, pregnancy.
I can do that to a person.
Oh, thank you. Maybe that helps quite a bit.
Good. Yeah, let me use your hat. Can fan you.
Yes. Oh, thank you. That's lovely. Lovely waft right there.
Good.
Thank you very much.
I will take them out.
I feel fabulous. Do I look fabulous?
You do.
Oh, that's lovely.
At least how it started.
Do you not think it's going to finish the same? It's a bit
You
worrying.
know, sometimes
Oh.
things go wrong,
Oh.
but
I suppose that's true in all of life. Things do go wrong, even when we least expect them.
like getting pregnant.
Oh, what did you say? Excuse me?
You said it yourself.
Oh, I suppose I did. It's just, one minute we were playing Go Fish, and you know, the next. Never knew what happened, really. Quite an odd thing.
It's like stuck.
Are you quite finished? I think I've told you enough of my life story by now.
I'm sorry.
Getting rather
This last one
uncomfortable.
needs to come out. Just it's being stubborn, like they always do. And voila.
Well, Do I look fabulous?
You do look fabulous.
Alright then, I'll leave you a tip.
Thank you.
Please don't tell anyone anything I told you. It's not personal.
No secret safe with me.
Thank you. Good day. So, do you like my hair, darling? Got it done.
It's fabulous.
Thank you, I know. I'm feeling a bit of pain. Do you think perhaps we should go to the doctor?
All right.
I'm sure everything's all right. Don't you worry, darling. You'll be fine.
Catherine was wrong. It seemed strange after all the death I had seen, all the death I had been a part of, how empty these two final deaths had left me. I felt nothing for the baby. I did not feel like a father. I had no son. After it had caused my wife so much suffering, it almost seemed fair that I should die. But Catherine, why would she die? What reason was there for her to die? But that was what you did. You died. You did not know what it was about you. You never had time to learn. They threw you in and they told you the rules, and the first time they caught you off base, they killed you. Stay around and they would kill you. It left me all wondering, was it ever really all right? In our rendition of Hemingway's A Farewell to Arms, we select the scenes to portray the centralized theme of the grim reality behind war. Throughout the film, we follow Henry's emotional transformation and utilize various symbols such as the weather, Catherine's hair, and Henry's jacket to develop this theme. Overall, the progression of the events of the film toward its gloomy end effectively creates and sustains this centralized theme. The scenes in the film follow Henry through his high and low points to most effectively portray the central theme. We capture the critical points of the novel to emphasize Henry's transformation and most effectively create and sustain the central theme through this. The remainder of the film consists of small sections to unite the movie and create a more relatable story to connect with the viewer, and the scenes ultimately build up to one of the integral parts of the novel, Henry's emotional transformation. Henry's transformation is the primary way we portray the central theme in the story. The film begins in his early emotionally apathetic state, when he constantly denies his love for Catherine and thinks very little of it. However, later in the novel, he is more than willing to accept his love much more openly, but still not to the fullest extent. He only ever achieves his full emotional openness in his solitary journey, but he doesn't continue that on when he's around other people. And ultimately, he loses Catherine and returns to his former emotionally apathetic state. This demonstrates how in war, there isn't always a happy ending or a moral to the story. There isn't always a winner. It simply is what it is. And through this lost hope, this idea is created to be ultimately revealed through Catherine's death. In the film, we magnify this transformation along with other various tasks with the symbols throughout the film. An important symbol utilized in the story is Henry's jacket. His green jacket over his blue one represents his emotionally apathetic state. This jacket is on during times in the novel when he is in this state of emotional apathy, as in the beginning and the very end of the novel. And during the turning points of the story, he begins to take the parts of the jacket off where you can see the blue layer below. And when he's with Catherine, the jacket comes off, representing his new, more open emotional state. Yet still there is another layer to be revealed, and which he reveals to no one, only seen during his solitary journey, when he comes to terms with himself. Yet he fails to reveal his new, fully open state to anyone, and never reveals his true feelings to anyone. In the end, he falls victim to his own apathy and returns to his former state and finds himself wondering if he ever really was all right. Overall, the scenes and symbols in the story demonstrate Henry's emotional journey, which in turn creates and sustains the central theme of the story. Ultimately, Henry falls victim to his own apathy. He never seemed to care enough to try to make amends. In the end, he loses Catherine and returns to his state of emotional apathy, perhaps never to be opened up again. This demonstrates the grim reality of war, and how there isn't always a happy ending or a winner, but there is always a loser. It reveals how throughout his life, he just sat there wasting away, not caring enough to do anything about his misfortune, and when he finally had a chance to save himself when Catherine came along, he didn't care enough to fight for her. He continued to act passively, insisting he was all right. However, in reality, he never really was all right at any point in the story, and now he is left at the end with nothing but the guilt of knowing that he had his chance and simply watched it fade away. Even after the death of Catherine and his son, Henry simply didn't care enough to move on for them, and is left with nothing. In reality, he never really was all right.
Hi, I'm Sonia. Rowena. This is Stephanie Bagalki.
Hi, Mr. Yu.
Hey, Mr. Yu. You know who we are.
So I'm going to talk about the challenges of filming and editing a movie that takes place 100 years ago and trying to get everybody together.
I'm going to talk about the setting and the costumes. Vital part of the movie. Okay, so for our settings, we mostly filmed in 3 places. The Arboretum, and then the school, and then my backyard.
The challenges that came with that was trying to get into the Arboretum.
Which I had a ton of free passes, so it worked out pretty good. Although
Yep.
some people didn't want to go. Michael. So we had a nag.
And some of our scenes start at the Arboretum and then end up at school because of Michael. And so I feel like it confused the story a little bit.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden he's in the hospital in the Arboretum, and then all of a sudden he's in the hospital in the nurse's office, and we have to change rooms, and the changing of the rooms came before
Yeah.
the changing.
Let's just say we changed rooms more time for his hospital room, more times than it actually does in the book.
And I feel like it gets kind of confusing with that.
Yeah. And some challenges for at school. Another group filmed at the nurse's office a little bit earlier, so they were very hesitant about allowing us to film in the nurse's office.
They left it a mess.
Yeah, so that caused a little bit of difficulty for us, and but we did it just fine, and we got to go in again because we passed inspection.
As long as we left a note thanking the nurse for letting us use her office.
Yes, and we did that.
And it's kind of hard to find spaces that look like they could be from 100 years ago because buildings were so different back then. But I think we made it work fairly well.
Yeah, I think we did. For a student film, that is. I mean, you have to keep that in mind.
We're on a budget.
We're very, very
On a very low budget.
And the rest we filmed at my house, which is easy to do and stuff. So yeah, my house was easy.
And you had a big backyard.
Oh yeah.
That we could use for his solitary journey.
I also had a castle.
Yeah, castle. He went in the castle.
He did?
Yeah, he did. And
The castle's falling apart. We haven't used it in a while.
And we used your shed to be the mess hall. Except the cafeteria was the inside of the mess hall. Another one of those scene changes that just didn't seem to make sense.
Yeah. And also, we filmed inside of the Arboretum, which we filmed inside their conservatory, so it's all leafy and green, and then we filmed outside also, where everything's just like covered in snow and white, and that's a little bit untrue to the story, but what are you gonna do? We can't control the weather.
It takes place in summer.
Yeah.
We picked the wrong book, clearly.
Uh-huh.
Book with the wrong season.
Yeah, because in the winter they stop fighting, and then he goes and travels around, so we couldn't really film that, and that's in the very, very beginning of the book.
Another challenge was Allison's hair.
Oh yeah, she isn't blonde.
And there was no way she was going to cut it for a film. And then we had to try to figure out how to, like, make it short, or, like, what to do with it for that whole symbolization.
Yeah, which we ended up just curling her hair, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And put it in curlers.
Mhm.
And in the hairstyling scene,
Mhm.
she discusses her relationship with Henry.
Mhm. Yeah. Also, another challenge at filming at the Arboretum is there are a lot of people. And if you bring a suitcase with a bunch of, like, weird stuff in it meant for acting, like fake mustaches, a giant cheese wedge, and, like, just
Little
different
army people.
little army people and, like, different stuff, you get a lot of weird glances, and
So we weren't as productive our first day as we probably should have been, because we were so worried about the stairs, and then later on we just didn't care anymore.
yeah, and plus the first day there was like a group of 2 guys that were like in the conservatory for like 2 hours, and that's ridiculous because the conservatory is pretty small at the Arboretum, and
Just
they
talking about plants.
like every single type of plant. It was
And then
amazing.
having that background noise in our video.
Mhm.
Trying to get the tangent back on the video.
Yeah, and they kept looking at us like we were crazy.
And trying not to get them in the background of our video.
Uh-huh.
They probably wouldn't have appreciated that.
No, so we were playing with the army men while they were walking around the conservatory.
Which also looks quite strange.
Yes, it did, because we were playing with it in plants, and so I think we got a lot of mean glares because they thought we were disrespecting the plantage.
Because we had our army people in the soil of one of the plants.
Mhm. So,
Also trying to do the costumes on a budget and trying to make
oh yeah.
a film from 100 years ago. Our costumes are nowhere near what they
Mm-mm. No.
what they really should have looked like
Mhm.
from 100 years ago. Like, we had just had an apron with a red cross on it for a nurse, and Allison did the best she could with what
She had.
yeah
She mainly put together the costumes.
yeah
Uh-huh. And
she made a quick Walmart Goodwill run for us.
Mhm.
And Michael's jacket is actually a woman's.
It's her mom's.
Yeah. The army jackets are actually Allison's mom's, and
Except for mine, which had the green fur on that. That was mine, the one that I wore.
yeah. So it would have been easier to probably pick a book that was closer to this contemporary time period, as far as like costumes and settings went.
But I think also in that regard, it's hard to find a book that was more recently published that's worth literary merit.
Very true.
Also, another difficulty regarding the Arboretum is that it has a closing time.
Which is sunset, so it's clearly not very clear
Yeah,
as
and
to when it happened.
I think they closed early on the day that we were there, to be honest.
Yeah, the first day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like 4:45 and
The
they
sun
kicked
was
us
still
out.
up, yeah.
The sun was still definitely up in the sky, but and also trying to get people to like be in our film when they have other extracurriculars going on was a challenge.
It was.
Like, we had Docker playing the priest, but we had to get all of his filming done.
Because he had fencing, so it was a little bit difficult.
Same with Maddie. She has rehearsals for a play right now, so she had to like.
And even us, because like me and Michael have Knowledge Bowl after school sometimes, and then Stephanie has her work, and Allison has her piano, so it was just really hard to coordinate all of our schedules.
Which is partly why it took us so long to start recording. We didn't start recording until
Probably
Wednesday.
Yeah, and Michael joined our group fairly recently.
Last weekend.
So we kind of
We had
worked
to,
really hard.
but some good things that happened.
Yeah.
Sorry, the camera stopped recording.
So some good things about Michael.
He is Michael. Just good things about the entire thing.
Okay, well, good things about the entire thing which pertain to Michael is that he was like perfect for Henry.
He always says all right anyway.
Yeah, he always says, alright, you monster, okay, that's fine.
It was pretty easy to find characters.
Yeah,
to
it was.
Fit.
It was a little bit hard to find the wine because we can't really drink wine, so we ended up using fruit juice.
We used a vitamin water. We used a Minute Maid, like apple, cranberry, raspberry juice, pomegranate juice.
Just a whole bunch of different juices.
So, good things about the entire process, or things that like went well, was the script was really entertaining.
It was.
And fun to like act out.
When we were typing up our Google Doc stuff to get everything in order, I was in charge of like giving commentary on like each chapter to basically say generally what they do, and I made a few witty comments. It was fun.
So did Allison.
Yeah.
But it's also very easy to follow, so I can like the story is very easy to follow, so I can edit it really easily. It hasn't taken me too long, except for the fact that my sound didn't work after I've edited the first 15 minutes of the video.
Did you have to redo that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
So I had to restart, but that's the only like glitch that I've run into right now. So, yeah. Overall, I think it went really well. I was kind of dreading it, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a lot harder and take a lot more time than I actually did. Which, don't get me wrong, it took a ton of time. But I just thought it would be like every living, breathing moment and every gap we'd have to try to fill it up with making the movie.
But we figured it out, and we still had a little extra time on our hands. I mean, editing's taking a long time.
Oh, and thank you, by the way, for pushing the due date back, because that helped tremendously.
A lot. Especially since we didn't start filming until... I just about had a panic attack.
Yeah, that was going to be horrible.
Oh my god. Because we didn't start filming until Wednesday, so we just... Where we didn't get the chance to start filming until Wednesday, I should say.
Yeah, because we were busy. First, Monday we didn't have school, and then Tuesday we had Knowledge Bowl, and
I was out of town the last weekend.
Yeah, it was a lot. So.
Yeah, overall it went pretty well. Everything went smoothly. And it was a good experience. We liked the book and the story.
My grandmother recommended it.
Yeah. She recommended it, and we're like, okay, we don't really have any other ideas for a book, so let's go.
Hi, I'm Allison Maddock, and I play Catherine Barkley, various mustachioed Italian soldiers, and a few doctors in the movie. My favorite part of making the film was writing the script. It was a lot of fun for me. So the night I finished reading the book, I went back and I picked out what I felt were the most important scenes, and also my favorite scenes, and I adapted them for the movie. Almost everything in the script was a direct quote from the book, because I felt like no one could convey Hemingway's ideas better than Hemingway could. There were still quite a few moments in the movie that were entirely unscripted, though. So we focus a lot on the relationship between Henry and Catherine in the movie, because even though the book starts out with a lot of war-related stuff, Hemingway shifts the attention of the book over to the idea of love and what it means for Frederick Henry. To me, that seemed like Hemingway was trying to say love is more powerful than war, and in the end, it's all that really matters. Henry's life originally revolves completely around the war. His identity is wrapped up in being an officer, and he doesn't really care about anything, which is shown in the way he constantly says, "All right," even in response to the order on page 171 that he take hospital equipment in his car during the retreat and leave the wounded soldiers to die. The first time Henry and Catherine meet, which is on page 23, Catherine asks him if he's ever loved anyone, and Henry just says no. But later in the book, love enters his life, and he finds that he has the ability to care for someone. That ability does end up hurting him deeply, but I thought it made him a much better man. As he worries about Catherine while she delivers the baby on page 287, he starts this long mental argument with himself about whether or not she's going to die, insisting that she can't die, she can't, I tell you. And that reveals the love he finally starts to feel, which makes him a more relatable and more human character. So we decided to leave the part with the priest in, because even though he's a relatively minor character, he brings up a couple of things that help in Henry's transformation. One of these things is the true nature of war. On page 69, the priest is talking to Henry, and he says, "I hate the war." And Henry responds that he doesn't like it. But the priest insists, "You do not mind it, you do not see it." The priest senses Henry's indifference, even though Henry himself doesn't recognize it. It's been clear to the reader for dozens of pages that he just doesn't care. He doesn't really care about anything. But he does change his way of thinking, we were discussing earlier. And before, he was really interested in how the war was going, but now he doesn't even want to think about it. The priest also brings up the underlying theme of religion in the book. Most of Henry's acquaintances are really not religious, like most of them are atheists. And Catherine has a medal of St. Anthony that she gives to Henry before he goes back to the front. But on page 45, she denies being Catholic, so she basically just has the medal as more of a good luck charm than a religious object. And then there are the men at the front, who tease the priest every time they're together at the mess. And on page 70, Henry himself says that he fears God in the night sometimes, but he doesn't love him or pray to him. At the hotel on page 227, Catherine asks Henry if he wants to read the paper, saying he always wanted to read the paper in the hospital. But Henry says, "No, I don't want to read the paper now. I don't want to read about it." So in the end, it shows that Henry really does get the war discussed, he and the priest. Oh, there's a scene on page 237 that we couldn't add because it would have been way too complicated to explain, but it showed the resolution to the question of religion in Henry's life. In the scene, Henry is playing pool with this extremely old man named Count Greffy, and he tells him that he'll pray for him. So somehow, all of Henry's trials and adventures have drawn him closer to God, even though he never comes out and says it. To me, that seemed like a really important aspect of his conversion in the book, especially since he loses Catherine in the end. Even if he has a thin foundation of faith in God, there's still hope for him to be happy after he loses his family. There were a couple of other scenes that we filmed just because they were really fun. A Farewell to Arms has a lot of really heavy messages in it, but Hemingway does a really good job of lightening the mood with his sassy characters. My favorite scene is when the guards in Switzerland are arguing about where Henry and Catherine should go, and it comes right before the rather depressing ending. And I really appreciated that scene from an emotional standpoint. I couldn't fall apart because I could think about that. And my favorite scenes that we shot in the movie were the ones where Catherine slaps Henry. Catherine was a tricky character for me to play because I thought she was completely unrealistic. Her character made it really clear that the book was written by a man. Like, what woman is that sickeningly subservient to her boyfriend? And what woman stays completely sweet and agreeable throughout her entire pregnancy? So I thought paying attention to the scenes where Catherine vents some frustration and promotes a little girl power would really add to the realism of the story. Plus, it was just really fun to me to pretend to slap someone.
Go.
Oh, I was...
You have beautiful hair.
Do you like it?
Very much.
You know, I was going to chop it off after my fiancé died.
Whenever you're ready, just tell.
I said go.
You took too long.
Yeah.
I don't know where I am. You're just going too quickly.
Shots!
He's dead.
That's my line!
Drink.
Good morning, I'm Miss Gage. I'm one of 2 nurses here, and I am short.
No, that's Catherine, not me.
Hello. Aren't you wonderful for coming?